how did you end up on the show?
A friend of mine actually applied to go on the show.
Is this Noah who you're with?
No, it was actually another friend. We heard about it through the TV. We saw some ads and he applied, and then we got a few phone calls and sort of went from there.
So it wasn't something that you had always wanted to get on TV, or always wanted to cook or anything like that?
I've always loved cooking. I always thought it'd be great to do it on telly, but it's never, something I've always really wanted to do, I guess. It was just the opportunity arose and we thought it'd be great to take it. I had an interview where they came to our house and we had 15 minutes to cook a dish on camera.
What'd you cook?
We cooked a little seared tuna dish with some Asian greens and a Japanese dipping sauce.
Wow, in 15 minutes?
Yeah, in 15 minutes. You could do a little bit of preparation, so we had sort of everything that we could ready. And then from there, it was a few phone interviews. They spoke to our family and friends and confirmed that we were really passionate about cooking and food, and came to visit the house that we were going to cook it at, and sort of did a plan for lighting and all those sort of things. And then it just sort of kept progressing to the point where we got accepted. So the whole process was travelling around the country, attending dinner parties. So we had a chance to host a dinner party for 10 people, and then it was 4 other dinner parties around the country for 10 people as well. And that was a great opportunity just to travel the country and eat at other people's kitchens, meeting all these great people and sitting with a few great chefs as well. And then from there it went into a commercial sort of studio kitchen environment, a TV studio, and it was an elimination process from there.
Being on television is something that it was good for you, or a bit scary, a bit nerve-wracking?
Quite daunting at the start. It's hard to be natural in front of a camera when you've never seen one before and all of a sudden there are 10 in front of you. But you sort of just get used to it and you pretend as if they're not there, and it just becomes second nature. What
sort of other ingredients did you sort of favour, and were they similar to the other contestants, or did other people cook with different things?
With choosing what we got to cook, we had to submit some menus, three-course menus, and then they chose one for us out of 3 that we submitted, and that was the menu that we had to cook at our dinner party. We love seafood, we love fresh local ingredients, so being sort of spring, summertime, a lot of beans and fresh fruit and stone fruits and those sort of things we try to incorporate in our meal.
And in terms of your cooking background, I mean, I don't remember you at school sort of standing in front of a barbecue at lunchtime. Where did that come from?
I think being a vegetarian. I used to be a vegetarian sort of 10, 15 years ago, and I had faced the prospect of eating salads every night or cooking my own dishes, and I just started experimenting. And Noah also used to be a vegetarian, so we often used to cook veggie dishes together.
And have you had any professional training or worked in a restaurant or anything like that? No. And what do you do?
I'm now a vet, from paddock to plate.
And was it, I mean, how much did you have to take time off work to do this?
I was really lucky. Part of the travelling around the country was during my final exams, so that made it a little bit difficult. But then once I finished exams, was sort of the start of the travelling around the country. I then had a few months off in between starting work and finishing uni, so for me it wasn't too much of an issue.
And the fame aspect, I sort of touched on it before. Are you ready for the fact that people are going to start to come up to you on the street and things like that?
I think you can never be ready for it, but if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, and I'll be able to deal with it. Like, I'm not too phased by it.
You don't think you'll have groupies out the front or anything?
No.
Get hot dates with celebrities?
My dog will help sort them out.
Fair enough.